Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter Barber. I am primarily a professional opera singer, music producer, and a bass vocalist. I've gotten a lot of requests over the last couple of years to check out this singer, Angelina Jordan, and upon searching her on YouTube, this is the first and most popular thing that comes up. This is her performance of Bohemian Rhapsody on America's Got Talent, January 6th, 2020. So, almost exactly 3 years ago. Guys, this is a reaction and an analysis, so I will be pausing to talk about her vocal technique and artistic choices and other things I notice, differences between what she does versus what Freddie Mercury did with Queen in the original song, and perhaps other covers I've heard of this song. So there will be pausing. If you'd like to watch the video straight through, I will include a link in the description below, and then if you'd like to come back and learn more about what she's doing, then you can come back to this video and learn a thing or two. Guys, please do like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment for the algorithm, and please do hit the bells for notifications. If you find that you are learning things, if you find that I am enhancing your listening experience, please do consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And without further ado, let's check out Angelina Jordan performing Bohemian Rhapsody on America's Got Talent. I have fast-forwarded to right before when she starts singing. Okay, so first of all, she's not starting at the very top, which makes sense. Usually they do, super shortened versions of songs in America's Got Talent, usually just like a minute or two of singing. She won Norway's Got Talent in 2014. Okay, interesting. Cool. Very unique timbre, unique color to her voice. Let's talk a little bit about that. I'm trying to think of who she sounds like. The timbre is very similar to Norah Jones. I think that's who I'm thinking of. The timbre, she sounds similar to Norah Jones. Just in these first few sections, so I have no idea what her voice does when she belts, or I don't know anything about this singer, so we're about to find out a lot in the next few minutes, I hope. Also, she's taking a very breathy approach to the sound. A breathy approach to the sound just means the vocal folds are not coming together for a long period of time during each of their oscillations. Means there's a low closed quotient. A closed quotient is the percentage of time during each vocal fold oscillation that the vocal folds are closed. So a low closed quotient means there's more air coming through. There's a much breathier timbre to the sound, and a high closed quotient means the vocal folds are coming together for a longer period of time during each oscillation, and there's a lot of cut to the sound, there's a lot of efficiency to the sound, there's usually a lot of power also to the sound. So right now she is opting for a much more breathy, intimate approach to the sound, which is a great place to start a piece because it gives you somewhere to go. If you come out of the gate just belting full out, then you can't really lead to a climax, vocally anyway. So it's a good place to start. It gives her a place to build to. And it is how the original song starts as well. A much more softer, subdued kind of singing.
Wow. Too late. My time has come.
Yeah, that sounds like
Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Already I can see the hype. Okay, so still with that breathy approach, but now we're seeing her level of vocal control in the riffing she's doing in these riffs, which I'm going to call, there's tasteful riffs and there's not tasteful riffs, in my opinion. A tasteful riff is when you add a riff or an embellishment to a melody that serves the music, that you do out of a place of expressivity, as opposed to a non-tasteful riff where you're just riffing to show off you can riff. This feels very organic, what she's doing. these embellishments, and I'll try to flag a few of them so you guys know what I'm talking about.
Too late.
Also a nice too late, a nice vibrato in there, a not forced vibrato. It's a very natural vibrato, which means there's not a ton of tension in her singing apparatus. It means there's a consistent flow of air coming, and it doesn't sound forced. It just sounds very easy and natural, which is exactly what you want in a vibrato.
Too late.
Too late. Too late. Just nice and easy, nice and free.
My time has come.
Time has come. Again, nice and easy.
Same shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time.
That's like just really nice embellishment. And, you know, making it her own, adding her own flair to this song that's already amazing. You know, the original song is so iconic and legendary, you know, to this day. But I love it when artists take a song like that and they don't shy away from putting their own spin on it.
Same shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Wow.
I'm out.
Yeah, like that again. It's like her riffing is it's like bordering on the fence of maybe a little. I mean, it's up to her. It's whatever she's feeling in the moment, right? So I don't want to discredit that. It is a lot of riffing. It's a lot more riffing than you hear in the original song, but at the same time, it all sounds good and it all still flows really naturally. So even though it's more than you might expect on a cover, she's obviously executing those riffs very well.
Wow.
I'm out. I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
There we go. Okay, now we're getting up into Beltland. Let me pull up my little keyboard here just to see where we're at range-wise. Oh, no, I was listening to Morrison earlier. Find my way back down.
I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
So on E flat 5, that's an E flat above tenor high C, remaining fully connected in her chest voice. And when you get really high in belting in your chest voice, it gets to the point where essentially it's healthy yelling. It is like breath-supported yelling, just as far as the actual mechanism of what's happening. Now, when a normal person yells, a lot of grit and turbulence comes into the sound of the vocal folds, as opposed to when a trained singer belts, the vocal folds have been trained to stay together and keep the sound efficient, like you hear here. Another thing to point out is as she is ascending in her range, you clearly hear the closed quotient. That's the time that the vocal folds are closed during each oscillation I mentioned earlier, going up. So it's like the higher she gets, the more efficient her vocal fold, the more efficient her air use gets, because there's actually less air escaping through the vocal folds. This is why you can, if you're belting really high in your range, you can sustain a belt for a long time, a much longer amount of time than you can sustain a low breathy pitch, because there's less air escaping, inherently giving you more endurance as far as the air is concerned. Now, it's obviously tougher on your vocal folds than low breathy singing, but more endurance as far as the air is concerned. So just listen as she ascends in her range, how the sound gets more efficient, the sound gets more cut in it, there's more higher harmonic content in the sound as she ascends.
I don't wanna die.
Still a little breathy there.
I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
More efficient there. More efficient. Really efficient. Really tight vocal foldation.
Whoa, baby. Can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out.
That was a little flip up into her head voice. That's why it was breathy up there. If she had stayed connected to her chest voice, that little bit where she pops up for a second would have been, again, more towards the belty stuff.
Whoa, baby. Can't do this to me, baby.
That part. Baby.
Can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get out of here.
Everybody crying. I love when a riff goes on just a little bit longer than you expect. It sounds like the riff's coming to an end, and then the singer puts like another 4 or 5 notes on the end of it.
Gotta get out. Just gotta get out of here.
You expect it to end there, and then she adds a few more. Yeah. Nice.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can say.
Super breathy, intimate singing.
Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Yeah. That is an amazing voice. Yeah, I mean, the whole ending okay, so this is literally like this is like just a couple minutes of singing, so super short. Yeah, this whole final section, again, pulled back to the super intimate singing, again, introducing the riffs, making it her own, but the sound has gone back to something very breathy, very intimate sounding. What's nice about this little vignette of her voice is you get a pretty wide contrast. You get the soft singing, you get all the riffing, but she also gets the chance kind of right in the middle there to go up into her high belt range and show that she has high, fully connected notes in her chest voice. So you get a pretty wide range of the basics of what she can do. Obviously, it's not an exhaustive exploration into all the facets of her singing, but you get a pretty good idea about the range of things she can do, from really intimate singing to high belting to riffing. So those are certainly 3 main components that I've heard just in this short segment. So I'm sure I'll learn more about her voice as I check out more videos by her. But guys, that was my first time hearing Angelina Jordan, and a little bit of commentary and analysis as well, using my background as a professional singer and producer and bass vocalist. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notification. Leave a comment about how awesome Angelina Jordan is. And if I made your listening experience more special, if you learned some things, if you enjoyed this piece more with my commentary, do consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That's the best way to support me as an artist, as a creator, as a singer. It's where a good chunk of my income comes from. So it's the best way to support me by far. So please do check that out. Link is in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.